clients. I've been in the renovating game for 18 years. An investor for 15. I have done a total of 36 renovations. I take homes that look like this and turn them into this. Welcome to Catapulting Change. Yo, it's your boy KB with Catapulting Change, coming to you live on this awesome Wake Up Wednesday, guys. Listen, we got to get to the point where we believe. We got to get to the point where every day is awesome. You ever hear those songs that the kids sing, everything is awesome, everything is awesome. Look, what you put in your mind is what you're going to get out. So if you have this mindset of crying, complaining, negativity, oh my gosh, it's hump day, instead of, wake up Wednesday, or thank God it's Wednesday, and you think negatively, then guess what? I'm here to tell you that the rest of the week is going to be miserable. But when you wake up and you're grateful, and you wake up and you're ready to execute 120%, then you can go out there and make some things happen. See, this is the problem, guys. A lot of you are soft. You wake up, you feel pain, not just mentally, physically, emotionally. You go through the day, different things happen. You have some challenges and you allow it to dictate how your day goes. Never, ever allow your current situation or circumstance to dictate how you feel. When you make yourself feel awesome, when you make yourself feel incredible, even when you had a bad day, even when you just hit your hand with a hammer, even when you just lost $10,000, even when you just went through a separation, you still continue to move forward because you have to focus on becoming the best version of you. The reason why you keep having problems in your life is because of you. Has nothing to do with your mom, your sister, your daughter, your son, your wife. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody but you. It's you. And until you look in the mirror, and until you stop being negative, and until you stop blaming other people or blaming the days of the week, oh my gosh, it's Monday. I wish the weekend was still here. Oh my, it's Wake Up Wednesday. Stop being negative, guys. Be grateful for each and every day. Be grateful for the blessings that you have been given because of the value you present to the galaxy, the world, the universe. You get what you put out in the universe, and the universe will give it back to you. But you have to get to a point where you become positive, not just for yourself, for your well-being, for your health, for your fitness, etc. Become the best version of you so that you can then take care of other people, like how I do. The reason why I can serve my renovation clients, whether it's an investor, a homeowner, or just a friend or family, is because I'm taken care of. So, of course, when I come to do your kitchen remodel, it's going to be done at a high level possible because I'm not there for the money. That's the difference, too, guys. Too many of us are chasing money. And because you're chasing money, you can't really focus on becoming the best version of you because you're too busy worried about that bill. Let me tell you something, guys. I understand bills need to be paid and they need to be paid on time, but you just got to figure out how to generate more income. So how do you do that? You have a side hustle. You got to figure out what interests you. Do you love crafts? Do you love art? Do you love epoxy? Do you love construction? Do you love real estate? You have to figure it out. The reason why you're not successful is because you haven't structured out your life yet. You haven't figured out you. You haven't figured out what you want. You haven't figured out what you need. You haven't made a decision. Once you make a decision, then you can go and make it happen, guys. And if you're living a lifestyle that you've been doing the same thing for the last 10, 15 years, it's because you're not adding any tools to your tool belt, guys. You got to get to the point where you add additional tools to your tool belt. I have many licenses. I have many qualifications. I have many certificates, and I'm just getting started, guys. I have no intentions of slowing down or being comfortable or getting complacent. I am on a mission and I will continue to rise and rise and rise. And my goal is to teach, educate, and inspire the community to do just the same because it's not just me that can do it. Any of you can do it. But we got to get to the point where we believe. You got to get your mind right and then focus on your body. Get in the gym. If you don't like the gym, go for walks. If you don't like walks, go for a bike ride. Stop making excuses. You got to take care of yourself mentally and physically. And then from there, you become the best version of you. Then you can start to take care of your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother, uncle, and everybody else around you. Then you start to get back to the community like what I do. I jump on this call every Wednesday. I don't ask for a dime from any of you, and I never will. I will continue to do this Wake Up Wednesday, not just for myself, but for the people. My goal, like I said, is to inspire 5,000 entrepreneurs to take control of their life, to live their life by design, to stop playing and making excuses. Who cares what day of the week is? Who cares what holiday it is? Look, every day is your birthday. Every day is Mother's Day. Why not? Why do we have to dedicate a time out of the year where they shut down everything and it's just about spending money and spending time with the family? You can do that along the way. But I'm here to tell you, you got to be doing what you do every single day. I don't take holidays off, I don't take weekends off. What I do is I schedule out my day so that I create that balance. So, I'll go to the gym for an hour. I'll have family time for 4 hours. I'll go on my construction sites for 2 hours. I'll do a wake up Wednesday call for 30 minutes. My day is structured each and every day, guys. And that's where you got to get in your life. You got to get to the point where not only did you make a decision, but you also created a plan. And now you're going out to execute. And when you start to execute, I'm here to tell you that this is where the magic starts to happen, guys. Seriously, you got to get to the point where you start to execute, but you got to create those goals. You got to create that plan. And when you create that plan, you now can take the steps necessary to, make it happen. But you got to speak it into existence. You got to set those deadlines and you got to get busy now. You got to be doing what you desire each and every day. If you're not doing it each and every day, guys, I'm here to tell you that you're going to get lazy, you're going to get complacent, you're going to make excuses. Why? Because you're not consistent. You got to get to the point where you're consistent. And when you become consistent, guys, this is where the magic starts to happen. And then all of a sudden, 15, 20, 25 years later, you look back and you're like, wow, I've come a long way, but you worked hard. You gave 120% each and every day, not just for the employer or the job you had, for you, for your life, guys. Everything is temporary unless you make it permanent. For those of you that stay in your field for 30, 40, 50 years, you made that decision. I've been in my field for 23 years. I made that decision, but I also worked a job first from the age of 12 all the way until I was about 23, 24 before I started my first business, getting as much knowledge, information, mentors, coach, and executing, doing it, failing first, understanding that it's okay. I'm going to fail. But on the other side is a reward because the moment that you go up on that roller coaster, right? Everybody starts to get scared. You get to the top, clickety, 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 click, right? And then you get to the top and it's like, oh my God, I want to get out right now. But you can't. It's too late. And then you go down and you're screaming, ah. And then you start to slow down and you're like, that was so much fun. That's a prime example of doing what you do on a day to day, guys. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. It's going to be miserable. You're going to be sad, happy, stressed out, aggravated. But you got to learn to control yourself. You got to get your mind right and reposition yourself for success. You got to reprogram yourself for success. You got to get to the point where you believe 120%. But not only do you believe, you understand that in the process of going after my goals, in the process of trying something new, I'm going to experience some type of hardship, whether that's emotionally, whether that's mentally, whether that's physically. It's going to happen, guys. You got to get to the point where you take that ass whooping. And from there, you come up with a solution to not get your ass whooped anymore. It's really that simple, guys. But you're going to at first. For example, especially if you made $100,000 this year and you desire to go to $500,000 the next year, that's 5x what you made. You never done that before. So do you really think that it's going to be an easy process going from 100,000 to 500,000? No. But me, that's what I love. I love the hardships. I love the stress. I love the not knowing. I am the guy that jumps out of the plane and builds the parachute on the way down. I've been like that all my life. Fear does not exist in my arena, guys. It is a created illusion. It is the devil. It is the one that will bring you down. We do not deserve to be feared in life, right? We deserve to be happy. We deserve to live our best life. But in order to get to that stage, you got to become of value. You got to make a difference in the community. You have to inspire. You have to educate. So many people nowadays aren't getting an education. Everybody has given up on things. And look, that's a problem. Every single year, you know what I hear from people? What's your New Year's resolution? I don't have New Year's resolutions, guys. I have goals and dreams, and I'm executing on my goals and my dreams. My goals are a lot of different type of goals. For example, one of my goals is 20,000 a month residual passive income by June 20th of 2025. Do you see how I got a date? I got a deadline. And I'm also executing to make that happen. Right now, I'm around 6,000 a month residual passive income. Okay. So I'm not there yet. It's going to take some time, but I put a deadline so that it's time to get busy now. It's time to execute. It's time to make it happen. No excuses. But I know once I reach that, my life is going to get that much better. See what happens when you generate more income? It can change you two ways. One way is some people they live a lifestyle they shouldn't live yet. Okay, you got $100,000 payday from flipping a house. That don't mean you go and buy a Range Rover. You buy a Range Rover or a Lamborghini when you have that residual passive income because now this is money that you're making regardless if you get out of bed or not. It's just like where I'm living right now, guys. I didn't always live here. I used to live in the city. I used to live in row houses. I used to live on couches. I used to be homeless, sleeping in my car. But I had to sacrifice. I had to focus on becoming the best version of me. I had to eat boiled eggs and pretzels every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I had to have two double cheeseburgers for Friday as a treat and a snack. And look, I used to live paycheck to paycheck. I made $120,000 a year, but I had $17 left over after each paycheck because I was uneducated, dropped out in ninth grade, was told I'd be locked up or dead. I was told that I wouldn't be nothing, but I didn't make excuses. I didn't blame my mom. I didn't blame my dad. I didn't blame anybody. I woke up, and when I woke up, I knew it was time to get busy now. But it was time to get busy now on me. I had to reprogram myself. All this stuff I was taught by the people I thought I should listen to. It was the wrong stuff. And look, I'm not beating those people up, not at all, because I don't know if they're happy or sad with the results of their life. But me, I want more. I need more. Not just for me, for my kids, for my family, for my grandkids, for my great grandkids. That's how I think. That's how I'm wired. It's never, ever going to be enough for me, guys. Ever. Look, I'm going to reach the goal of 20,000 residual passive income, and I'm going to keep going because I can't stop. If I don't feel challenged, if I don't do new things, I feel like I have no purpose. This is when I get negative. So the best thing to keep me positive is to get busy now. And I'm here to tell you that each and every one of you guys can do it. Each and every one of you guys can live your life by design. Each and every one of you guys and girls can level up and do things that you never thought possible once you believe. That is my goal, to get you to the point where you believe. Repeat after me now. I will, I must, and I can. Listen to me now. Say it like you mean it. I will, I must, and I can. I will because I have to. I must because my family is depending on me. I can because I said so. And I don't need to give you a reason why I can. So, again, guys, I will, I must, and I can. No excuses. Stop with the I wants. Stop with the maybes. Stop with the I might one day or my dream. Look, we all got goals and dreams, but stop talking as if it's not happening or as if it can't happen. See, that's a problem. Most of you just don't understand yourself. But once you understand yourself, once you become mentally strong, once you get to the point where you're passionate and you love what you do, you will be successful, guys, because people can feel it. See, when I speak, the people can feel it. This is not fake. This is not rehearsed. This is straight from the heart and the mind. But it comes from many years of experience, many hardships, blood, sweat, and tears. 15 years old, facing 30 years in prison for counterfeit money and drug possession. But I changed my life, guys. Did I do bad things? Did I do negative things? Yes, I was the baddest and most negative person there was. But I decided that I wanted to be happy. I wanted to live a stress free, worry free life. Now, listen, guys, do I experience that? Yes, but it's different now because it doesn't affect me. See, before when I used to get stressed and angry, I'd punch holes in the wall. Bop, 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 bop. For what? So you can break your hand and now you have a ride in it. So you guys see that scar right there? I used to box. I used to punch holes. All that stupid stuff, guys. It's not going to do anything for you. It's going to create more of a hardship. Stop being negative. Start being positive. Stop listening to the media. Stop watching TV shows about someone else's life. Start watching things that can fuel your mind, whatever it is that interests you. So I'm watching construction stuff. I'm watching real estate stuff. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm listening to my coaches, my motivational speakers. Eric Thomas is one of my motivational speakers that I listen to quite often. Man, I love this guy. He's absolutely incredible. We are similar, but different because we all have an audience, but we all have a story. But at the same time, you have to get out there, put yourself out in the world, but do it in a way where you become of value, where you're doing what you love. You're living your life by design. You're not making excuses. You're not saying, this person doesn't care about me. Everybody cares about you. But if you have no value, if you're a burden, if you don't change your life, if you keep making the same mistakes, then people will start to lose their belief in you. And that's okay too. Look, the people that you are closest to, your friends, your family, your mom, your dad, they're not going to believe in you because you've already failed. See, that's a problem with people. Because they already failed, they automatically shut down. And because they shut down, there is no room to move forward. They will say, I can't. I already tried it. I failed. I can't do it. Shut up and stop crying. Yes, you can. You have to say, I can, I will, and I must. You cannot keep saying stuff that is going to cause you to believe it. Because if you say that, then you will start to believe it. And then guess what? That's who you become. You got to be very careful what you say out of your mouth. You got to be very careful by the actions that you take. You got to be very careful with anything in life. You have to get strategic. You got to strategically create a plan that will allow you to execute effectively and efficiently so that you can get that much closer to your goals. Realizing again that you will fail, you will have hardships, you will get aggravated, you will get angry, you will have happy moments, sad moments, but you still got to celebrate your wins and losses. That's what I do every Friday, guys. Every week I get my ass whooped. Every week I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm stressed, but it doesn't affect me. I can pivot and move quickly because I know how to change the way that my mind thinks. I'm in control, not my mind. My mind is not stopping me from doing anything. My mind is a very powerful tool, just like your mind is a very powerful tool. Instead of saying you're ugly, start saying you're beautiful. You might just start to look better because now you believe it, which means you start to take care of yourself. Maybe you trim that mustache, maybe you fix those eyebrows, maybe you get that haircut. But the moment that you do that, the moment that you believe that you are capable of having a nice haircut, the moment that you believe that you're capable of having a nice goatee, is the moment that you execute. And that's the moment that you will start to feel better about yourself, guys. You have to take care of yourself first before you take care of anybody else. Look, I'm prickly right now. I got to go get a cut, but my schedule has changed. So it's kind of affected me because I picked up so much renovation work, so much opportunity, but I'm not making excuses. I'm making it happen. I'm going to go get a cut today because I'm getting ready to leave for Miami this afternoon. I'm going to be going to the Chart Addicts Conference, excited to meet up and network with these like-minded individuals that are in forex, doing cryptocurrency, and also trading stocks. A lot of them are also investing in real estate just like me. So it's going to be a lot of power people there, people that are knowledgeable, people that are awesome, people that are making it happen. But you guys can do it too. You got to get to the point where you say, I will, I must, and I can. You got to get to the point where you say, I'm handsome. You got to get to the point where you say, I'm beautiful. You got to get to the point where you say, I am creative. You got to get to the point where you say, I will own my first rental property in Daytona by June 20th of 2022. Now, I know June 20th is not here right now, but it's time to get busy now. It's time to create that plan. So you got to figure out how much money you need down. You got to figure out where your credit score has got to be. You got to figure out how to protect your asset. You got to get insurance. There's a lot of different things you have to do, right? But that's another reason why I mentor and I coach, guys, because I've already been through the trenches. I've already been through the hardships. All I'm doing now is getting elevated. And that's my goal with you guys. So take advantage of me, inbox me, hit me up. If you're interested in, joining our elite community, you can sign up for the academy. The link is below, guys. My direct business line, 443-331-9116. And then we got Catapulting Change Academy.com. Join if you're ready to elevate yourself, if you're ready to execute. Very affordable program, but you have direct access to me. I will give you all the cheat sheets, all the cheat codes, all the suppliers, all the vendors, teach you business credit, teach you how to structure your entity, teach you how to market, teach you how to advertise, teach you how to develop an unbreakable mindset. I will bring you to a whole new level, guys. And guess what? It doesn't stop there. You will continue to level up if you continue to stay in that elite community. Why? Because you're surrounded by people like me, and we all will be getting together. My goal is to be traveling, to be doing business. Look, I can come to my students, I can come to my people and say, hey, I'm about to buy a 150 unit building right now, and I'm offering a 6 to 8% return. Is anybody interested? Or is anybody interested in funding the whole project? Listen, the dream is in the team, but you got to be on the right team. Stop taking advice from people that are not qualified. Stop taking advice from people that aren't doing it. So if you desire to flip houses, you better damn well find somebody that's flipping houses, and you need to go and see it live in person. You need to be able to touch it, smell it, talk to it, whatever you need to do to feel better about it. Hiring that coach or that mentor, but you should never ever hire somebody that's not doing what you're pushing to do. It doesn't matter if they said that's what I did for 10, 15 years and I was successful. If they were successful, they would still be doing it. The only difference is, like what I'm doing now, I'm building a team, I'm educating, I'm teaching so that I can focus on business growth. I can focus on getting to the next level. I can focus on teaching my people so that they become the best version of them. And that's the most important thing, guys. You got to take advice from those that are qualified, no matter what it is. You want to own a Chick-fil-A. You don't go to your mom and say, Mom, what do you think about setting up a Chick-fil-A? And be like, what? It's like $250,000 investment. Now all of a sudden you start to get negative thoughts because you ask somebody that's not qualified. Not saying your mom is bad. Your mom doesn't have that mindset, but she loves you. She cares about you. It's not her fault that she decided to go that direction, or she's not having the same type of wave thoughts or patterns that you have. That's okay. But you have to find somebody that's doing it. So you go and research Chick-fil-A owners. You call up Chick-fil-A itself. Hey, I'm interested in starting a franchise with you guys. Can you give me a little more information? And then from there, you start to do your research. You start to fill out your forms. You start to go through the application process. Now it's happening. But when you go to someone that's not qualified, you put your idea out there and they get shot down. Are you crazy, Kenneth? Why would you start your own business? You're making 120 to $140,000 a year. So what? I need to make 500,000, 600,000, a million, 3 million, 6 million, 10 million a year. It's just numbers, but it creates a different lifestyle, a lifestyle that allows you and every generation after you to become successful. Why? Because they understand how money works. You got to get to the point where you're living by the 80-20 rule, where you're investing 80% of your earnings and living off 20%. Why? Because it's a whole lot easier when your money's out there working for you instead of you working for the money. But you have to work for the money first until you get yourself some, and then you go and put that money to work so that one day you have that residual passive income, that money that you get regardless if you get out of the bed or not. That is the goal for everyone, guys. Oh, you guys all know it. Come on, I can admit it. I hate getting out of the bed. But instead of saying I hate, because that's what I used to do, I say I love getting out of the bed. And I feel better already. Try it, guys. Say I hate getting out of the bed and see how you feel. And then say I love getting out of the bed and see how you feel. Look, that's one exercise right there that you can start implementing that can change your life, because I guarantee majority of you say I hate getting out of the bed. It feels so good. I wish I could just get another 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Why? Because you're comfortable. And when you're comfortable, there's no room for growth. You have to get used to being uncomfortable. You have to push yourself in ways that most people would never even do. Now, when you get to the point where you said enough is enough and I'm happy with my 6,000 or my 10,000 residual passive income or making $500,000 a year, that's fine. It's your decision. But me, I'm never ever going to be happy with my results because I have to have purpose. I have to be leveling up. There's so much more for me to do out here in this world. I've done a lot and I'm only 37. Been to handful, maybe a dozen different countries. I've traveled so much every 30 days right now. Not just doing business, but personally, taking care of myself too. So I live a lifestyle that is absolutely incredible, guys. But I'm not done yet. I'm just getting started. And that's the thing, guys. Wake up every day with the mindset that I'm just getting started and I'm going to do everything in my power to be successful. Nothing will stop me. Not my mom, my dad, my wife, my uncle, my husband, nobody. And if you want to try and stop me, then you're not the right one for my organization or to be in a relationship with me, because I need you to believe in me as I will believe in you. And when you start speaking this way, guys, is the moment that your life will start to change. All right, before we go, say it with me one more time because I need to make sure you got it. I have to make sure you got it. I will, I must, and I can. Now say it like you mean it now. I will, I must, and I can. I will because I have to. I must because my family and the next generation is dependent on me. I can because I said so, and I don't have to say anything else about why. Let's go. It's time to get level up, guys. It's time to take your life to the whole nother level. Listen, it's Wednesday. I know it's been challenging week, but who cares? Push through today. Execute. Make it happen. Take some time to spend with family. Take some time to yourself, and then get back to it and continue to make it happen. Who cares if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Do what you do every single day of the week, and I assure you, you will be successful. Until next time, guys, have a great rest of the day. And remember, life is great. Don't be scared. Let's go.